Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? I know y'all like, what's she doing out here? It's Monday. Yes, sir, it is Monday. It is actually the first Monday in October. This is going to be Taurus October bonus. We are going to do self, work, love, family, goals. I figured after yesterday's reading, everybody needed some insight. Yeah, I needed some insight. The hell is really going on? So I have already shuffled the cards. Let's do this. Just so we can get a glimpse at what's going on with your overall. Okay. So a decision to be made, that's a challenge. I'm going to stick that there. That's the Two of Swords. Up top, the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all are bored. The fuck? Let's just kick that about. Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, you stuck. We're bulls, big ass bulls stuck in the mud, can't move. All this stagnant energy going backwards and sideways. However, we are rapidly approaching Mercury retrograde on the 13th, next Tuesday, next Sunday, one of these days coming up. It's 13th. And so you may already be feeling the technical and day-to-day slowdowns. Mars is slowing us down in a different kind of way. It's just taking whole situations and just putting a stop sign and making you look at them for whatever it's worth. But with the Page of Pentacles, in the background here, in the overall energy, it sucks to fuck. What do you want me to say? But this is just the time where we need to grind down. I know Mars going retrograde has probably got you feeling like your body is completely out of gas. I just woke up. Go figure. I've been at work all day. I needed a nap. And that is not my usual. But I am so drained, and it's a combination of things. It's just the tension, the natural tension that's in the air right now because of all the stupid ass shit going on in this country. Wink, wink, and smile. Huh? Then you couple that with, people just pandemic tired, especially those that you work around. They're probably sick of wearing a mask or tired of talking to you from across the room. We're just tired. And so then you add this big fat planet that's running around like it's two up in the cosmos going backwards. It's like, the fuck? I need a nap now. So keep grinding, Taurus. Keep working, especially where work is related. Just keep your head down and keep doing what the hell you need to do. I know you may be bored. That part right there. And that's really about where we are, just standing in the middle of the sunflower field like, what the hell, for real? That part. If we want to be thankful for something, usually Mercury retrograde comes a little closer to Christmas. This year, not so much. We'll be done, I think, on November 9th, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little sooner than that. But still plenty of time to do what you need to do for the holidays if you are here in America. So the Page of Pentacles is talking to me. This energy's not going to last long because, again, it's the page. So that's young, short, minimal type activity. The Fool on the front with this big deck is really talking about the courage that you have. So, of course, we're dealing with self, work, love, family, goals. And often, especially in this kind of energy, courage is required. It just is. Trying to deal with some of the shit you got to deal with. But just what the hell I'm telling you, the Four of Pentacles, stagnation. That's how the hell we're feeling right now. And so don't be reckless and don't be thoughtless because you're frustrated. Stagnation usually is an indicator of some kind of form of frustration somewhere because you're not moving. It's like sitting water. The mosquitoes just flock to it and it's just sitting water, collecting mosquitoes. Same thing here. But as you're dealing with shit in behind the scenes type activity, you're going to have to be a little courageous. You may have to stand up in your own son and give somebody in the family the what for. The Three of Pentacles on top of the Two of Swords, making decisions, not wasting time, work progress. For the vice versa deck, the Three of Pentacles is about work progress. And so there may be some decisions that need to be made about work, particularly as it pertains to family and what you're doing with family and kids. You may have to make some adjustments. Yeah, you may have to make some adjustments as you go along in this energy. So 4 or 5 cards. Self is pulling the flying card. Work is pulling details. Damn it. Love pulls the listening card. Isn't that a beautiful elephant? Family, gentle gardener. And your goals, the compass. So, I mean, shit, it's pretty self-explanatory. What the hell? So, in the first position, the self card pulls the world card, the back end, about reaching your destiny. The work card, details, is pulling the 5 of Cups, limited vision or fixated on something. Love, the listening card, is pulling the 6 of Wands, talking about sacrifice. What you gonna sacrifice? Are you listening, and are you willing to sacrifice for your love? That part right there. Family pulls the gentle gardener, which pulls the Knight of Pentacles, talking about security, and making sure, that's that energy, making sure everybody in your place is all right. You have to show some courage in dealing with family. And the last card, goals, with the compass, is pulling the Knight of Swords, unforeseen events. Oh, yeah, if it ain't one thing, it's two. So, I kind of mixed the cards up tonight because I wanted to get some different energy, and that's exactly what the fuck I got. I can feel the energy, but I needed to see it in a different picture tonight. So that's why we got different cards on the board. So again, with your overall, the front and the back, we're just taking a snapshot just of October and looking at self, work, love, family, and goals. That front end of your overall energy, just dealing with those general things. Like I said, you're feeling stuck with the 4 of Pentacles sitting up here on top. It's like everything got its back. Yes, Lord. It's like everything has its back to you. And hence, you feel the fuck, I can't do anything if you don't turn around. The hell. So you're feeling stagnated. Courage with the family. I don't know, some of you have some family situations going on right now. And I mean, it's that time of year. People are, once again, talking about the pandemic, people are just, corona'd out. What the fuck? I don't want to wear a mask no more. I don't want social distance anymore. And so some of you may have to be brave and jump in. There may be family quarrels because people are just tired of being around each other. We don't have our usual little outlets. Those of you that like to party on the weekend, can't do that. Those of you that like to go to the shopping mall and give your all to the mall, can't do that. A variety of things that we're used to doing in our day-to-day life, we just can't do anymore. Things aren't open, businesses are closed, and so naturally take all that energy and put it in the house. Everybody in the house got an attitude. Be thoughtful. Whatever you have to do, boo, even if you got to sharpen your horns, you might just want to remind folks that you are the raging bull. But don't be reckless and don't be thoughtless, even though, like I said, frustration is a symptom of stagnation. So while you're feeling that, don't just think about, be mindful of what you're saying and doing, especially where family is concerned. The back end of your overall energy, the Page of Pentacles, Just the working hard part, but also working hard for the heartbeat. What you want me to tell you? And this is the Empress. So I know that came up yesterday for the bull. And matter of fact, it came up in doubles. So there's no mistake there. A lot of you have love on the brain right now. And while you're doing all this hard work and you're bored and you're frustrated and you're stagnated and some other shit, a lot of you in the back of your cabeza are thinking about how you can grow either with your current partner or how you can grow and expand yourself with a new partner. Kind of just in the back, floating along back there, looking at yourself. Now's a good time to just let loose on the imagination. You can't get a whole lot done in this energy, so if you've got projects and shit and tasks, to-do lists, this is certainly the week to get that shit done. But after this, you're going to have to just fly with it, basically, and just flow, go with the flow. You will reach your destiny. Don't get that part twisted. You will reach your destiny. This is the World card. This is the back end of the World card. The front end of it talks about a vision that reconciles opposites. So some of you may be getting into situations, love situations, somewhere down the line here shortly with maybe a Scorpio, maybe an Aquarius, somebody that's got opposite traits. Doesn't necessarily have to be the opposite sign. For Taurus, the opposite sign is Scorpio. But that is kind of lingering there. At the bottom of all of that, though, you've got to take care of yourself. Let your imagination do some of this for you. Take a break. As soon as Mercury hits retrograde, just sit down. Take a break. Think about what you want. Think about the vision that you have for yourself in and out of a relationship, and think about where destiny is taking you or where you want it to take you. I know a lot of times we think our destiny is that set thing, but it is not a set thing because we all have free will. So whatever path you're choosing to take, you're going to get there. Just know that part. You're going to get there. But now is the time to take care of self. And taking care of self means just using that imagination, kind of daydreaming, just letting shit just flow and go as it is. Looking at work, the fuck, details. The hell, give a damn about no damn details. Work, get my paycheck. I want to go to work at 7:30 and get off at 7:35, and I want a 2.5 minute lunch. You know, work that part out. And I want to get full pay and benefits. You heard me? At any rate, talking about work, details, just what I said, hard work. Now is just the time to grind down. It is. It's just time to, don't get fixated on anything. Again, we come back to self, looking at that flying card. And you know, sometimes you just start daydreaming and just get fixated on some dumb shit. And that's right back over here at work. Pay attention to the details. Might be difficult trying to concentrate in the midst of all this Mercury fog and shit. Retrograde fog, Mars fog, whatever. It might be difficult, but just do your best. Pay attention to the details, dot them I's, cross them T's. Don't let your vision be limited about work. Hell, the world's your oyster, Taurus. The hell. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. So if you can see beyond what you're doing and not get fixated on any one part of what's going on. And I'm just looking at the card. It may be some dark, desolate times in your office because people are just acting goofy. Just saying. Don't get stuck on that. Keep it moving. Love. Love. Now's a good time to listen to us. And I've actually, some of the horoscopes I was reading for the week yesterday, some of them were talking about listening to your lover, communicating at a different level. And the elephant is a very powerful creature, but it's also a very kind and gentle creature when they ain't being whipped and beaten and in the circus on some stupid shit. They're very gentle creatures. As big as they are, huge. Never seen one. They are huge. But the point here, dear bull, and that's an elephant. That's a bull elephant, just so you see the tusk there. Listen to what your lover has to say. And think about the sacrifices that not only you are making. You see, on the other side of this, talking about clear intentions and success. That's really what you're trying to get to. But the sacrifices that your lover is making. And sometimes we don't think like that. We just think, it's this man. Yeah. Your lover's going through some shit too. They're in the middle of this shit. So a time to reflect, that's probably a good word. A time to reflect on the sacrifices that both you and your lover are making in your relationship. When we get to family, again, it's about security, not being reckless, being courageous, and being the gentle gardener. And sometimes gentle and courage don't always go in the same sentences, but you can be courageous and still go out there and pluck the weeds and water the grass and do all that shit. That's a gentle gardener. Just kind of, once again, that's got that energy of going with the flow, letting things happen as they will. It's your family. It's your family. And what the heck are those are eggs. Okay. Those are little hatchlings. So, there you go. Some of you may be expecting, know where that's coming from, but babies or someone in the family may be expecting a baby. It's about the security. And some family members, you see that big ass pinnacle on that horse's behind back there. Some family members may be like, hey, bull, you got any money? Yeah. Be mindful again. Don't be thoughtless and reckless. But you might have to tell some folks, nope, ain't doing it. I'll help you, but I'm not giving you any money. However that's resonating. But again, making sure the security in your own immediate family, not even with mama and them, but just you and your clan, making sure that everything is secure, making sure you have the resources, again, not just money, but the other resources that you need to take care of your kids, take care of yourself, and take care of your home. It's there, but your focus may need to be adjusted a bit so you can include everything that needs to be included. Looking at the last set of cards for goals. Have you decided what direction you're going in? And that's the compass. There may be some unforeseen events. A tornado cloud up there might just sweep you right up off your feet. Those of you that might be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, swords or air signs. Also, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The water or the air set, either one. But even if you're not dealing with either one of those groups of signs, it's about reflecting on what direction. Again, we're talking about your destiny. Reaching your destiny. That's in the first spot, the self spot. Reaching your destiny. Where you want to go. You figured that part out yet? Or you're going to let the tornado storm just pick your shit up, move you wherever it wants to, and then you're going to be mad at the end because you didn't make no decisions about where you wanted to go. I'm just saying. But it's that kind of energy. And that we're in a retrograde season, always a good time to be reflective. Now, unforeseen events, some of you may be traveling. Some of you may have people coming to you. Some of you may be going to people in the month of October. But whatever happens, especially on the unforeseen side, don't lose track of what you're aiming for, your goals. Don't lose track of the bigger picture. There may be some thunderclouds up ahead. I think I mentioned that yesterday in the weekly read. There may be some stumbling blocks coming, but that's okay. As long as you know where you're headed, Tornado can blow you all over the damn place. You just pick up when it gets done and keep going in the direction that you need to go in. Be mindful of that. Those of you that are just kind of floating adrift while you're out there flying, you might want to figure out what direction you want to go in for the future. If you've got big plans, marriage, school, even things like changing schools for your kids, sending them to different schools because you're not happy with what's going on now. Any kind of goals like that. A lot of you love is here. Love is here. And I'm back up here at the star card. And once again, we're talking about air and water. It's not the star card. The Empress. She looks so much like the damn star card. But air and water. For some of you, it may be an earth sign, another earth sign that you're interested in. Trust me, this Mercury retrograde is going to be a parade of X's. It's just going to be a parade. For some of you, it's going to make sense to reignite or rekindle something. For others of you, y'all going to yawn and keep it moving. So wherever you are, follow your intuition with that. Again, looking at the overall, or not the overall, your centerpiece and your challenge, the Two of Swords, talking about a decision to be made. You may decide to rekindle. Like I said, some of you might be like, oh, hell no. Fuck with you. Make that call. Some of you need to make a phone call to somebody. Make that call. Don't believe what you hear. I'm going that with work. You may have some gossip going on at work. Don't believe what you hear. Mercury retrograde. People just running their mouth about old shit and don't know what they're talking about. Don't get in it. Don't even think about it. Whatever's going on at work. The best thing to do for the month of October for work is to keep your head down. Just do your job. Show up when you're supposed to show up. Leave when you're supposed to leave. And leave the rest of it on the table. Getting into a lot of heated debates and arguments about politics, religion, your boss, how your boss does his job or her job. Leave all of that till after Mercury blows over. I have a sense that this Mercury retrograde is going to be one of those where the minute somebody says something, at the end of Mercury retrograde, it's all going to just show right the hell back up. Those of you making decisions, not only about your goals, but about future relationships or potential situationships, as it were, just remember it's what's on the inside. It's what's on the inside. Somebody... We've been, as Tauruses, we've been dealing with a lot of changes. And so some of you may be encountering new and different. And because we're bulls and we're not used to new and different and change and shit, we might be going, no, thank you, I pass. But we need to open ourselves up to that. And once again, I come right back here to the flying card. Use your imagination. Or, I forget who said this, Frank Zappa, somebody. Use your illusion. That part. Whatever it takes. But just know it's what's on the inside. Taurus, that's your bonus. I love you. Stay strong. Have a good week. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.